Right.
I'm making it work, I guess.
Got to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Got to make it work. The
Yeah,
topic
man.
today was Jamaican restaurant etiquette.
Yes.
And I think
And
we could
people,
expand. I think we could expand on that. Like basically do all culture restaurant etiquette. But I guess focusing on Jamaican restaurant etiquette, at least for the beginning of this conversation, will probably be is probably gonna be best because it's a lot to say about Jamaican restaurant etiquette.
yeah, it's a
You got
lot to say. So this is how I wanted to do it. I wanted to do as soon as you step in, or before you step in, and you know you want some Jamaican food, knowing what Jamaican restaurant to go to.
hmm
That's foremost because that's very important. Not every Jamaican restaurant makes good food. If you
right
don't smell it before you get to the door, don't go.
for real. And if there's no line, you might as well go
Don't.
ahead and keep going.
Yeah, that's not it.
Stay your
And
ass
then
in traffic.
you know what's crazy? It's usually the ones that look like shacks that got the best food.
Right. And it be packed. Little
Yeah,
shots be packed with full of people waiting to
yeah,
get right. You know what I
yeah.
mean? And please know what you like before you get up in there, because that's
Mhm.
not it. First of all, most 90% of the things on the menu you gonna fall in love with. Second of
Yeah,
all, they don't be having no time to sit there and give you recommendations and try to cater to your taste and all that. They be trying to
that's a
get you out the way so they could get the next customer some love, and you know what I mean, keep the line moving.
that's a fact.
Yeah, so got to know what the fuck you like before you get up in there. If you like goat, if you like oxtail, if you like chicken, go ahead and narrow it down before you get
Okay,
in there. And when you get in there, yeah, what's up?
don't let the Jamaican restaurant be the first time you trying Jamaican food.
Oh man, unless you're there with somebody, then they could guide you through the
Yes.
through the etiquette. But don't,
Like if you have a coworker and they're Jamaican and you smell something they get cooked and they let you try it and you're just like, I would like to taste some more of what this is. And then y'all both go to the Jamaican restaurant and then
right,
they tell you how to go about ordering and what you should choose. And
right,
they know you're not really a super hot person that likes hot food, spicy, but
right.
you can try this. You need a guide. It's like a tour. It's like
Yeah, you
I
got
need a
to.
tour guide for what I'm about to do. Just like if I went to a Ethiopian restaurant, I don't know what to order. So I'm not going to go to an Ethiopian restaurant by myself for the first time to order Ethiopian food. I don't know
Right,
how this is supposed to go.
right. You know what I mean? You gotta go ahead and have that company and get. You gotta have somebody to take you through the recon,
Yes. Yes.
because folks is not playing that. We catering to your taste shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And don't go
They,
be there like, oh, I didn't ask for plantain, but they just put it on my plate.
oh
Plantain
yeah,
is basically like um garnishment of every Jamaican dish.
right.
And if you don't like it, don't tell them, don't put that on my plate. I don't like it.
Yeah, put
Let
that
them
shit on
put it
the
on
side on your
your
own. Yeah. And if anything, I feel like they take offense when you tell them not to put sauce on there. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I love sauce. I love the sauce. But
Hmm.
I went to a Jamaican restaurant one time and I was with a few people. And one person out my crew was like, hey, just put the meat on there, put as little sauce on there as you can. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the sauce. The lady
Hmm.
stopped serving. And it takes a lot to get a Jamaican lady to stop serving. You know what I mean?
Right.
Looked at him like, what? You don't want no
Right.
sauce.
Right.
Like, why you come to a Jamaican restaurant if you don't like Jamaican food?
Exactly.
Bro was like, nah, I just don't like the sauce. You know what I mean? She gave him shit
Exactly.
about it for a good 2 minutes. Like, so you want this meat, but you don't want the sauce. But the sauce is on the meat. Bro just
Right.
broke down and was like, you know what? Fuck it, put the sauce on there. You know what I mean? At the end of the day,
And
he ain't complaining about it.
you
He was like, yo,
don't
I'm
get
glad she. Uh,
after you do that and you stop the line and you stop the motion, you still gonna get attitudes after that until you leave.
oh yeah, you gonna get attitude for sure. Don't stop the motion.
Yeah.
Only way that attitude, only way that attitude, you're not gonna see that attitude no more. The next time you come in, cause you finna see it the whole time you there.
Yeah.
Only way you're not gonna see it the next time you come in is if you tip well. And if you leave a compliment like, yo, you know what? The food was actually pretty good, which is exactly what we did. I was like, yo, listen, don't
And
tell no. You should know better than to tell black woman you don't like no part of her food, especially if you the one ordering that shit. You know what I mean? Go ahead
yeah,
and leave
and
her a
first
nice tip.
just understand that all of the attitudes in a Jamaican restaurant is a part of the seasoning.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
cause they take their
The-
food serious.
yes. Yes.
That's a
They
fact.
expect like a lot of people, noise, rushing, and no smiles.
Yeah, this shit is
Mm.
surgical. That's a surgical procedure they be running over there.
Yeah, it is not Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A, they are very gracious. They smiling. They want to wash your car while your food is getting cooked.
Right.
Not in a
They all
Jamaican
finna
restaurant.
do your taxes and shit.
Yeah, that is not what they do. Okay, they are here for one thing and one thing only. What you want?
What do you want?
How are you doing? Not how can I help you? What you want?
What y'all want? If you don't want no food, you don't want no bud, get the fuck out the place. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And don't ask them why they making your food. Where are your drinks? You looked around before you came up here. The drinks are clearly over there. Go get what you want and put it at the counter. By the
Right,
time I tell you what this food is and I tell you what it costs and I put it in the bag and I give you one or two napkins, not five napkins, then I'll bring up your drink.
right.
And if you
Yeah,
don't have a drink, I'm not gonna tell you to get a drink. You should have had it before you came up here.
right. You know what I'm saying? The shit don't come with a drink. You
Right.
pay for the drink. That's why they. And you know what? That's another thing I noticed. I'm glad you brought that up. Every Jamaican restaurant has the drink counter, the drink machine away from the food counter,
Yeah.
and that cuts down on labor like exponentially. You know what I mean? Because they don't got to make your drink, they don't got to take your drink order. You know what I'm saying? You go get your
Yeah.
own shit, bring it to the counter, like you said, and we gonna rock like that. I'll just ring it up for you,
Yeah. If
and I
you
fuck with that whole setup.
yeah, it's self-explanatory. It's common sense. You got to go in there with common sense. If you don't know what you want yet and you go in there, back all the way the hell up from the counter and browse the
Right,
menu. You have to have 20/20 vision because as
right.
soon as you get to the counter, you are in a what you want territory.
That's the danger zone.
Yes.
Yep. And,
Okay.
and, and while you looking at the menu, don't be asking no questions that's already up there. Cause they're
Yep.
gonna look at you stupid. Like, how you reading the same shit that you asking me?
Right.
The menu say you get rice and peas with curry goat
Right.
and and plantains, and that's the meal. Why would you ask? So does that plantains come with it, or
Right.
nigga? It says it right there.
It'd be like, I see that you put cabbage on here. Was that an extra? I didn't ask for cabbage. Cabbage comes with most of the meat and rice that you get at a Jamaican
Right,
restaurant. Just plantain. If you don't want it, just leave it on your plate and leave.
right.
They're
Put
not
it to
going
the
to
side,
take that
whatever.
off unless you say specifically to them before they make your plate, "Hey, I am allergic to X, Y, and Z." Then they
Right,
won't do it. But if you
right.
don't say, automatically that comes with it.
And it better, and if you're gonna give a reason, it better be that you allergic. Not, I don't
Yeah,
like it.
yeah,
Why you come here then?
yeah. And
Fact.
the amount they give you is the amount you take.
Right. Right. Ain't no yo, put another scoop. See, that's one thing about Jamaican restaurant. You don't hear no haggling. Ain't
Nope,
no
ain't
haggling or
no
nothing like
haggling.
that.
Ain't no haggling. I'm gonna play some of these messages and see what people got to say.
Ooh,
Corey, what's
Jamaican
up?
restaurant etiquette. Let's get into it. I'm here
Facts.
for it. Yes, I just got off of work.
Going on, Pop?
Hey, what's up?
Look. First of all, I done broke half of these rules already.
Mm,
The Jamaican restaurant was the first time I tried it, but I worked
mm,
there, and this guy, his name is Robert. He is Jamaican,
mm,
and he cooks the food, and he owns two Jamaican restaurants, and it looks like a shack, but there's never a line, but there's always like two random Jamaican guys upstairs sitting and eating, and
mm,
I always immediately go there, and I call ahead actually. I order the
mm.
oxtails and the curry goat, two meals separate with extra sauce, like keep it extra juicy. I can't get the rice and peas because they use the coconut milk, and I can't have coconut.
Yeah,
So I get white rice.
the jasmine rice. Okay, so I've never called ahead at a Jamaican restaurant, so I don't know
Yeah.
what that is. I don't know getting attitude. I don't know the phone. I don't know what none of that is. But I just know all that Corey said as far as like what she can and she can't have. That
Yeah.
will get us out at the counter.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But she has allergies, so
Yeah.
I think she could slide with it. I think she could slide with it. She probably won't get cussed out. She'll probably get a sour look, and you know what I'm saying, they'll go ahead and hook her up anyway.
She might
Since
be
it's
forgiven.
yeah, since it's allergic. But if she was just like, yeah, I don't like coconut milk, you know what I'm saying? So don't don't give me no rice and peas. Let me get the right rice. They'll probably look at
Right.
her like, yo, you crazy? You think this
I
this tastes
you know
like
what's so
coconut?
crazy? Both of my parents are Jamaican, and out of all of the rice and the ways that they cook rice, I like gunga peas and rice. That's the little green little ball peas in the rice, and I
Yeah.
like jazz rice. I'm not a stew peas rice person unless it's with um curry goat.
Oh
I'm
yeah?
very yeah, I'm very particular when it comes to that. Or if it's stew peas, I'll take the rice and peas.
Stew if it's stew peas, you'll take the rice and peas?
Yeah, that's the only
I
time.
honestly, all of the rice that they be that the Jamaican restaurants be having, I'm with it.
Mm.
I'm fucking all of that shit up.
I have a vegan friend, Milani, since middle school. Her whole family's vegan. They don't eat no meat. And every time she would come over my house, she would ask my mom to make rice and peas, and she would just eat the rice and peas.
Just eat the rice and peas?
Just eat the rice and peas. Like fuck it up, eat the rice and peas.
Oh man. If I had access, see, I'd be saying this like, if I was to be the unfortunate person that runs into a chick that has the secret recipe to the perfect oxtail,
Mm-hmm.
I'm in danger. I'm in danger because you know what I mean.
Uh,
It's over with. She got my heart. You know what I mean. I eat that every day. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And she'll probably do whatever the fuck she wants. Just spend all my money. You know what I'm saying? Sell my shit. You know what I mean? Just
I
be
think
be.
the trick to good oxtail is you buying it fresh, you massaging the meat with all the fresh herbs, uh you letting it sit and marinate, okay, And you if you get seasonings and they're not fresh, you have to get them from a farmer's market, or a Jamaican store.
Right.
And you gotta find the ugliest Dutch pot. You gotta find gotta know what a Dutch pot is. Find the ugliest pot and cook it on the stove first, and then let it slow cook in the oven. Now, if you try to cook it any other way, it's gonna be okay, but it's not gonna be like what it's supposed to be. So,
Right. And it's not a 1 day process either.
no. Only oxtail Jamaican food cooking vets can cook oxtails within the same day, and it's still falling off the bone.
Like marinated and everything.
Yes, like my one of my brothers can do it. My grandmother, but she already passed, could do it. One of my aunties can do it, and my mom could do it. And this is how you know they true vets, when they start the cooking at night and leave the oxtails in the oven overnight while they sleep and wake up and finish it.
Right.
I'm not at the point where I trust to leave a Dutch pot in the oven to cook while I sleep. I'm not. I would be paranoid. But my
gotta get
mom,
like you got bake it for like what like 4 or 6 hours.
yeah. Well, it depends on what you have it at. If you have it high, you don't have to cook it that long. But if you have it low and you want to cook it that long, you can. But it also, I think, would depend on how many people you're cooking for. Because my aunt, she'll make jerk chicken for like at least 20-something people. That means you using more than one oven and you cooking for a longer period of time because you have more meat. But if you just cook like a family of 4, it shouldn't take you that long. It should be done in about 2 to 3 hours, depending on what you have the settings at. But I like to marinate my meat the night before I cook it, and then let it sit in the fridge all day, and then around like 6 o'clock I'll start cooking it, like I did my jerk chicken yesterday.
Okay. You made jerk chicken yesterday?
Yeah, I did some jerk legs yesterday, but I couldn't do it really hot because my kids don't like really, really hot stuff. But it was good.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like as hot as it gets. Ever since I was a kid, I was like that.
That's how I am. And the best way to get the best jerk that's really hot is if you cook it on.
Hello?
Yeah. If you cook the jerk on the grill, that's the best way to get it really hot.
Oh, yeah. Grilled jerk?
Yes.
Grilled jerk be the bomb.
Yes.
Grilled jerk be the bomb.
More messages.
You put that shit in the foil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody smell it.
I know what you're talking
and
about.
And the shit motherfucking slaps. It slaps. I think I might have to smack my mama for it. For real, and I think she would understand. Be like, look, mama, I just need to do this because Robert said he's not gonna serve me no more unless I smack you. And I need these oxtails. I need it.
Facts. By the way, shout out to you, Corey. Facts. Them oxtails are so seriously addicting.
Yes, it is. Because there's no other person that cooks like that. There's no other culture that really it hits you. And if you didn't feel like you wanted Jamaican food after you smell it, you want some.
Feed me right now. This is
kids, man.
I said.
I cannot.
I have a.
There's nothing but kids on here.
I have a. This is your.
Hello, everyone.
I mean, when I say I can't have coconut, I mean like literally if I eat it, I immediately vomit. I can't I can't
Yeah, I
keep
know.
it down. I don't know why. I ordered the rice and peas
She
once,
might forget.
not knowing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a. My doctor says that it's an intolerance, not an allergy, because allergies usually cause swelling or some type of skin reaction. But for me, it's just I can't keep it down for some reason. And they said I should probably stop trying because if I don't stop trying, it might turn into a severe allergy. But I had ordered the rice and peas once because I didn't know they put coconut in it. And I was eating it, and then my stomach started to churn, and I was like, wait. And then I smelled it, and I was like, oh, fuck, this has coconut in it. And then, yeah, it was all bad.
Mm.
Oh,
That,
right.
I know. Atlanta has a lot of perpetrators when it comes to what a Philly cheesesteak is. But y'all have to go to the right spot. And the right spot is Big Dave's Cheesesteaks, okay? He is top 10 of the sandwiches in the world you're supposed to have in your mouth, okay? And he is right here in the city of Atlanta, Georgia, all right? 2 locations right now. You have the downtown location, which is at 57 Forsyth Street, Northwest Atlanta, 30303. All right. Then you got your Doraville location, which is a little bit north at 6035 Peachtree Road, Atlanta, Georgia, 3360. Open 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Sunday. If you have an event and you want to request Dave's food truck, he's there. Yes, he does catering. Derek had an opportunity to change his life and make moves. And as a West Philly native, what up? That 215, I'm paying my respect. Everything is good and he will not disappoint. Go to the shop and give your taste buds what they really want. Get Big Dave's cheesesteaks. Tell him Shan sent you from She Gets It. Peace. Holla. Your girl got merch. You already know where it's at. It's at www. There's 3 W's. Whoisshan.com. Okay. I got my books are on that website. That is my personal website. You got the feed for the show for So What Page You on Bid. She Gets a podcast and Cozy One podcast. And if you go on the shops page, you will see all the shops. You will see Loudmouth Shop. Okay. You will see Cozy Womb Shop. You will see Who Is Shan Shop. You will see She Gets It Shop. And you will see Mama's Cozy Closet Shop. All right. So get some merch. All right. Because if it don't move, I move it. Because I like to move it. Okay. I'm not going to have no merch just sit. If it ain't moving, it's telling me that y'all don't want it. And I want to continually create something that y'all want. So back to the show, but don't say I never told you so. Boost. Not knowing my kids' allergies and them trying something, and then I gotta, hot tube chop.
Yeah.
Yo, I need Robert's recipe because his oxtails are dangerous.
Facts. Right. Hey, you get that recipe, go ahead and pass it around too. You know what I mean?
You never made oxtails by yourself?
Hey, I know I was supposed to look up the recipe from last time we talked and make it. A lot of things happen in between then though. And I haven't gotten around to doing that. But I will soon, eventually.
I can go over some ingredients to do it.
You say you could go over some what?
Ingredients you need to do it.
Please do.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's go in this kitchen. I usually oxtails probably like once or twice every 3 weeks. A lot of red meat. But you want to have some black pepper, of course.
Okay.
You want to have some green pepper, bell pepper, fresh, chop it up. Red bell pepper, chop it up. Yellow pepper, chop it up fresh. You want to have a little bit of turmeric, some fresh garlic,
Okay.
and paprika. Then, if you go to the farmer's market, they have a Jamaican seasoning called, the brand is Reggae Country Style. It's a
Uh-huh.
meat seasoning, and in it, it has yellow onion, scallion, which is green onion in America, thyme. It has oregano, bay leaves, and ground allspice and salt. You want to pay attention to all of the spices that already have salt in it so you don't use too much of
Yeah.
it. I usually buy fresh thyme and just keep it in the fridge. I'll use that. Then there's another spice by Blue Mountain Country, like a West Indian brand. It has garlic in it, scallion, allspice seasoning. Use that. And then they have their own seasoning that's in red, bold, you can't mess up, called oxtail seasoning. All
Yeah.
right. And you massage that in, even on the side of the label, it says sprinkle on oxtail, marinate 30 minutes or overnight. Best results, cook as usual, right?
Right.
And it is celery seed, onion, sugar, paprika, red pepper, sea salt. So after all of that, and you massage the fresh cut spices and stuff in there, you should be
Yeah.
good to go. You cover it up, you put it in the fridge. Your whole fridge gonna smell like it by default.
Word.
Um,
Ooh, wait.
and then
Love it.
the next day, you get some, or you put some oil in it while it's marinating too. So you massage the oil in there, and
Yeah.
the next day when you go to cook it, I usually start it on top of the stove and like a regular sauce pot, and I
Hmm.
stir it low and let it cook like around, like, I want to say the setting of like 7 or 8 on the stove. I don't know if you have electric stove or gas stove.
Hmm.
And um, I stir it. I keep adding water, stir it, stir it, stir it until I see all of the meat get browning. Now, there is a liquid called browning that a lot of Jamaicans use, and you can put that on there while it's marinating before you start cooking it. And all it
Hmm.
does is make your meat darker so it doesn't have that uncooked look, right? It's not a
Right.
spice, just a coloring of the meat. And then you cover it, you cook it, you check it, and then when you see all of the meats start to get color and start to cook a little bit more, then you take it off of the stove. You put it in like a Pyrex dish or
Yeah.
some type of dish that can go in the oven. Most people have Dutch pots, and you turn the oven like on, I want to say like 350 or 375, and you just put it in the oven for about like 30 minutes after you
Mm-hmm.
have it on top of the stove cooking. You cover it, you keep adding
Yeah.
water to it, you stir it, you check it. By that time, you're done. It's good to go. And then I usually cook the rice while it's cooking on the stove, so the rice is done. And the rice is pretty easy. And depending on what type of rice you could use jasmine rice, or you could do rice and peas. I usually don't go for the rice and peas first, or gungo rice and peas with the little green peas that you put in the rice. But
Right.
that's how I cook my oxtail.
Word. So, those seasonings, you use all three of them or just one of them?
I use all three of them. And if you like butter beans, I add the butter beans to the oxtail while it's in the oven, so that
Yeah.
can like cook with the butter beans. I like butter beans too.
I'm a big fan of most vegetables.
Hmm.
Uh, Only vegetables I don't really I'm not a big fan of is Brussels sprouts, and not all the time, but just depending on who cooks it and how it's seasoned. Like
Yeah,
white folks don't season a lot of their vegetables,
yeah.
so I don't like Brussels sprouts out of regular restaurants and shit. But if my people's cooking Brussels sprouts, I'm with it because it's gonna be well seasoned, and they gonna do some add-on experimentations on it. You know what I mean? We African, so
The first
our
time I
food.
brought was 2 months ago, and I'm just like,
Did you like
okay,
it?
it was all right. I didn't see the hype behind it.
Right. And I was going like shit like that. It has like when kale came out, when people was telling me about kale, and it was like, yeah, kale is this vegetable, is mad good and all of this. And I had it for the first time.
Yeah.
Um, First time I had it was at a restaurant. Um, this, Somebody I was dating had recommended a girl I was dating had recommended the restaurant, and we went over there, and she was talking about health facts and nutrition and all that. And, I'm into that. She was
Yeah.
like, yeah, kale is it's a real good thing, Blase Skippy, and they serve it at this restaurant, Blase Skippy. So I ordered some,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like flavorless. It's like they just added salt
He
and
said,
pepper.
like,
Yeah. And I was like, this is what you was talking about was real good. She was like, yeah, isn't it good? I was like, nah. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather eat any other type of green right now. Spinach, collard green, you know what I mean?
yeah.
And she
Um,
tasted it and she thought it was kind of bland too. And ever since then, I figured out if you're gonna eat some vegetables, make it. You know what I'm saying? Make it
I
yourself.
don't eat
Season that shit.
I don't eat a lot of broccoli
I
and
love broccoli.
but I eat a lot of cauliflower and cabbage. I'll do cabbage a lot. My kids like cabbage.
Yeah,
My
cabbage is good. It's good for your
um
digestive system.
they're not like potato people, sweet potato, regular potato, mashed potato. They're not potato people, but they'll eat French fries. I'm just like, what's wrong with y'all? It's the same thing. You know, it depends.
Potato is one of my favorite vegetables because
Listen,
it's so versatile. You know what I
exactly.
mean?
They don't like it any other way, but brown. I'm just like y'all bugging.
Yeah, like you can make fries, mashed potatoes, potato wedges, hush. You can
Yeah.
make so much shit out of potatoes. You know what I'm saying? Hash
Yeah.
brown.
Back to this Jamaican restaurant though. When you order, ask for the main dish that you want. They will reply if they have it or not. Okay?
Right,
Don't get your mind stuck on one thing because if you get up there and you didn't think about a secondary thing that you would like and they tell you they don't have it, they gonna take the next person and you gonna be like, did they just skip me? Yes, they just
right. While you sitting there trying to figure out what the backup plan is.
yeah. Have a plan B when you make your plan A.
Right.
Um what did I tell you? Know the size that you want, okay? If the thing with two sides, tell them you want cabbage or you would like the mac and cheese. Not all Jamaicans make good mac and cheese. Some of them call it uh, cheese pie because of the way
Yep.
they make it. The plantain's gonna come with it unless you tell them you absolutely do not want plantain. Grab your drink while they making your plate.
Facts.
Uh,
Oh, before you even get up to the counter, really.
yeah. Do not try to add another order while they're making up.
Oh man.
They will cut. They will cut you out if you're trying to add on another order while they making one. Unless
And
there's another
don't,
person there saying, "What else do you need?"
and sometimes you could get away with that, but one thing you should never do is wait till it's time to pay to add anything on that shit.
That's a fact.
When you up there and they tell you the price, don't be
Mm-hmm.
like, oh yeah, can I get? They'll look at you like, nigga,
Right.
this whole time
Right.
you've been sitting here watching me make your plate, do this, do that, and you ain't order your shit.
Yeah.
Guess what? It's back to the rudeness. What y'all want? What else y'all want?
All right, come out. You can't say that. Come out. Yeah, they'll get
What's up?
very upset. All right.
and
That
that and if you gonna do that, definitely don't be all undecisive. Talking about some, you know what? Let me get something else. I'll be like, what? Nah, nigga, you take your
right,
food and get the fuck out of here.
you're not ready. And I
Right.
usually don't ever sit in the Jamaican restaurant and eat. I usually take it to go. Um, but some Jamaican restaurants, especially in Philly, they're not just Jamaican restaurants. They're island cuisine, which means you have Trini food, you have sometimes Cuban food, and you'll have
Yeah.
Mexican food. So if you ask for a roti, what kind of roti do you want?
Right.
Because there's a
Right.
vegan roti, there's a way to do curry roti, chicken, jerk, or
Oxtail, goat.
tail. There's so many different ones, so you have to know what you ordering before.
Yeah. You could do a lentil roti.
Yeah, let me get a roti. What kind?
That when they know you ain't never been to a Jamaican restaurant.
Yeah, and
They gonna
everybody's
be like, oh, we got a new nigga, man.
yeah, everybody's beef patty is not the same, and some restaurants make their Jamaican beef patty fresh, and some of them don't. So
Yeah.
mild, completely different from spicy.
Mhm.
Okay, you can have vegan beef patty, well, vegan patty, not a beef patty, vegan patty. You can have curry chicken patty. You can have a jerk patty. You can have the patty that's just with vegetables. It depends on what you want. Some places sell the patty with just the patty itself and nothing is in there. And that's only if they cook it fresh is that good. Because if they don't cook it fresh, you're just gonna have a whole lap full of crust.
What about the what kind of desserts you like over there?
If it's around Easter, I'll get the bun and cheese. But if
Yeah.
it's not around Easter and they pushing it, I don't eat everybody's rum cake or black cake. I don't eat everybody's stuff, so it depends.
Facts. I like the damn what the coconut bread.
Oh, the cocoa bread.
Yeah, I like the cocoa bread.
I've tried cocoa bread 2 times.
Oh
I'm
yeah?
I'm just big on hardo bread. I love me some hardo bread, not the pre-sliced one. I don't want my shit pre-sliced. I want the whole loaf, freshly in the bag, that's striped with the yellow and the red at the tips. Okay, made from the
What?
Jamaican factory, fresh. The way that you know it is fresh is if you squeeze the bread a little bit through the bag, you can see the pinch indent in the bread. That's how you know it's fresh.
And it bounced back slow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Um,
fact.
Jamaican restaurants, you can go in the morning and you could go throughout the day. They usually close around 6 or 7 o'clock. So if you think you about to get you a plate at 9 and 10 o'clock, you sadly mistaken. Unless you know, unless you know the people that work at the restaurant. Usually,
And,
the Jamaican restaurants in New York stay open later.
yeah, and that's one of the things that'll get you in the door. If you a loyal customer and like you abide by the etiquette that we talking about right here,
Mm-hmm.
usually you can come in a few minutes past cleanup and
Yeah,
they'll fuck with you. Other than that though, they be on point. They be direct. They be like, hey, look, we breaking this bitch down.
yeah,
Niggas got places to go. You know what I'm saying? Families to feed and see. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Facts.
In New York, the best Jamaican restaurants are either in Brooklyn or around 241st in the Bronx.
Yeah. I was just about to say, if you was about to say Queens, because a lot of people say Queens. And
Uh-uh.
I'm like, nah, the
No,
Bronx,
I've never
Brooklyn
had
got Brooklyn got it because
Jamaican.
most of the yachties, that's where they go. You know what I'm saying? They go Brooklyn. But the
Yeah,
Bronx, we second, we runner ups when it comes to the Jamaican food.
yeah.
I
Um,
think they be trying to compete with the African food.
listen, that's one of them things where you will take $1 cab in the middle of the snow to get some Jamaican food from the restaurant
What?
and around 241st. Yes, you will.
No shame. No shame.
No shame.
Definitely gonna be worth it too.
And then if the $1 cabbie nice, you tell him to wait for you. If he wait for you, he a good one. You might want to take that number. But
Yeah. Either way it go, you gonna have to wait because I ain't paying you till I get this food. Till you drop me
yeah,
back.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard to convince Jamaican people to change their diet because their diet been the same since like babies. Like they
Yeah.
you eat rice with everything, and unless
Exactly. Yeah.
unless their family isn't like true Rastafarians and they eat like very healthy, it's hard to get them off of that. Like even my mom, she's 67 and she just stopped eating rice with everything because of the starch and your body take it in as sugar. So she tried to eat like more vegetables with her stuff, but it's hard.
All you gotta do is wash it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Word. But
As
yeah,
far
love.
as far as like breakfast stuff with Jamaicans, they do a lot of fried dumpling, ackee and sawfish.
I
Ackee
love
is
Irish
uh,
sausage.
a fruit that grow in Jamaica, and
Red snapper.
red snapper too. If you don't know what ackee and sawfish is, don't try it and order it for the first time at a restaurant. Let somebody else that know what it is let you taste it
Right.
because it is
But
like a different consistency in your mouth.
yeah, yeah, saltfish is a little salty. A lot of people don't don't like it. I love saltfish.
Yeah,
And usually they soak the salt out of the fish before they cook it. That's how you're supposed to cook it anyway.
yeah. I
But
remember when I was little, my brother and I used to go in the fridge and sneak a little piece off of the saltfish and eat it just like that. And my mom used to catch us and try to whoop us for it.
eat it raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. We used to make saltfish in Africa too. Matter of fact, my aunt still makes that today. I remember being a kid and doing that same shit because you could eat saltfish raw because it's dry fish. You know what I'm saying? It's dry. It look cooked when you look at it,
Yeah,
and it's good raw. I
it
used to be like,
is.
"Damn, why motherfuckers
That's
don't eat
what
this
he
shit?"
said. Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, but yo, love, I'd hate to cut this conversation short because we only got 40 minutes into it, but I do have to slide.
It's good though. We went over the jits. We got it in. So it's good though.
We did do that, but I feel like we got so much more shit to talk. You know what I mean? We could be here indefinitely, for
We
real.
will. We will. I'll schedule it in.